Hello, we are Harry Potter team.
We come from class English 03 and today every member of our team will talk about the main idea and make a short review of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now we start with the first member.
Hello, I'm here today to talk about the Harry Potter and Philosopher, the first novel in one of the past of 7 series about the Harry Potter, the powerful young wizard. Harry Potter has a diary childhood with his aunt, uncle, and the big like cousin, and he is treated like a not like a member of the family, more like a servant. Harry is forced to live a cupboard under the stairs, and he never knew how famous he is until one day, shortly before 11th birthday, he received a certain letter from Hogwarts, the school for witches and wizards. And he left his uncle to start a new life at school. Harry at Hogwarts quickly makes friends with Hermione and Ron, and they far more interested with extracurricular methods in this school, and particularly when they discover that in this school have a huge three-headed dog. The feature is keeping a stone, and of course, Voldemort, who want to steal it to come by power. Something about Voldemort, the evilest wizard is in the world of wizard. He killed Harry Potter's parents, and he also tried to kill Harry Potter too. However, for some strange reasons, he couldn't kill the little baby Harry, so Harry became a hero in the world of wizards. In the last chapter, Harry, Hermione, and Ron start an adventure protector Philosophy Stone. Encountering a series of obstacles, Harry fights with Voldemort, face and message to protect Stone. Voldemort disappears again, and he likely returns by some means. However, it's not a matter. It's not a matter now because Harry saved the world of wizards, and the stone has been now destroyed. Okay, now turn about some my feeling when I read the book. Honestly, I don't like this book covers. Many people say it's so nice, so beautiful, or amazing. However, it's not. It does not make me feel like it. But anyway, don't judge the book by its cover and its true. I absolutely like the wonderful contents of the book, and what I can say when we went into my pilot, oh, you must read it. You must read the book. This book is worthy reading. It's amazing and surprise readers, especially if you like adventure story, if you like the story told about the friendship, magic, fancy. And by the way, I also like the educational value in this book, expressed through Hermione, one of main characters. She always prepare or read before lesson to fully understand the knowledge, insights, and it's truly the good habits. Um, however, the thing I like in this book most is the friendship. Ron, Hermione, and Harry keep the friendship close in their heart, and it seems no secret between them. They share feelings, help to each other, and it's also the positive message that author wants to send to everyone. Everyone should have best friends to need a meaningful life, and luckily I also have some best friends too. At the end, I am continuing read the other series of this wonderful book. And of course, if you have any comments, let me know, and we will hang out and talk about this book in the very near future. Goodbye.
The magical world evoked by J.K. Rowling's successful books is brought fully to light in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, a funny children's adventure set in an enchanted school. The story is about a boy, Harry Potter, whose life is miserable. His parents are dead and he is stuck with his heartless relative, who force him to live in a tiny closet under the stairs. But his life changed when he received a letter that tells him the truth about himself. He is a wizard. A mysterious visitor rescues him from his relative and takes him to a new home, Hogwarts School. In the wizarding community, he is special. He is a boy who lived, the only person to have ever survived a killing caused by the evil Lord Voldemort, who vanished after failing to kill Harry. In his first year, he has a chance to meet a dragon, do battle with a three-headed dog, and learn how to fly a broom, and use a cloak that makes him invisible. Though Harry's first year at Hogwarts is the best year of his life, not everything is perfect. There is a dangerous secret object hidden within the castle walls, and Harry believes it is his responsibility to prevent it from falling into evil hands. But doing so brings him into contact with forces more terrifying than he ever could have imagined. Fortunately, with the help of his friends and admirable bravery, he successfully overcome all evil force, entering a wizard world where everything students have is so different, from broom to magical books to all Quidditch. I can still feel something in common with Harry. I can feel Harry feel for the first time when he traveling to a far place. An 11-year-old boy arriving alone at the King's Cross train station with a trunk bigger than he is and having no idea how to find platform 9. This is a world where some people know from birth that they are wizards and raised by their philosopher parents to attend Hogwarts, while others, like Harry, raised in a human or what Rowling called Muggle family. As Harry worried the first day about whether he can compete with the privileged children of Hogwarts, I found myself back a few months ago on my first day at 400 University, wondering how I, a normal school student, could ever compete with other students from gifted schools in big cities. The books is also full of wonderful, sly humor. Exam periods of Hogwarts mean not just essay tests, but practical exam too. They have to make a pineapple tap dance across a table, or a Professor McGonagall watched them turn a mouse into a snuff box. It's really interesting that they can learn new things and then apply them into their life. This book gives reader an insight into a magical world that everyone wants to see and experience it for real. That's why it's not only well received by children but also by adults, especially one who used to have a fixed belief that wizards are cruel and wicked with their magical brooms. I love all sympathetic characters, widely imaginative situations, and countless exciting details. The first books in Harry's series assemble an unforgettable magical world and set the stage for many high-stakes adventurers to come.
Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone is the first part in the series Harry Potter novel, which was written by J.K. Rowling, a wonderful first novel from England that won major literary awards and has been at the top of the adult bestseller list there, and is having the same kind of success here too. Harry Potter's life is miserable. His parents are dead, and he stuck with his heartless relatives, who forced him to live in a tiny closet under the stairs. But his fortune changed when he received a letter that tells him the truth about himself. He's a wizard. A mysterious visitor rescues him from his relative and takes him to his new home, Hogwarts School, a witchcraft and wizard ride. Through Harry's first year at Hogwarts is the best of his life. Not everything is perfect. There is a dangerous secret object hidden within the castle wall, and Harry believes it's his responsibility to prevent it from falling into Erwin's hands. But doing so brings him into a contact with foes more terrifying than he ever could have imagined. This story is full of sympathetic characters, wildly imaginative situations, and countless exciting details. The first installment in the series assembles an unforgettable magical world and sets the stage for many high-stakes adventures to come. Of all these interesting things, I like Harry Potter one most, which is one of the special ones as it is related to the one of Lord Voldemort. His biggest enemy, both are made by Ollivander Core, tail feather of Fawkes the Phoenix. The pet of Professor Edmund Dumbledore should be allowed to touch each other when the two attacks has made ravaging spells. Material made Harry's wand is wholly 9 inches long too. Is Mr. Ollivander for an unusual combination. J.K. Rowling she chose this cheese because its material is said to be capable of repelling Erwin, contrary to Lord Voldemort's wand, which is made from Yule cheese. The shape is toxic and represents the death. Also, in the Celtic calendar, Julie Harry's birth month also symbolized the holy trees.
Harry Potter is one of the most famous, loved, and top series out there. It is love, adore, and amazing for Harry Potter fans every time they read it. No matter how many times it is read, it fills the person's heart with warmth and happiness as they are going back to the Wizarding World. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is the first book in a 7-part series. The book is about Hagrid leaving an infant Harry Potter with his aunt and uncle, the Dursley. There is some mystery surrounding Harry's parents, and it isn't until later that he learns that they were killed by Lord Voldemort, an evil wizard. Upon acceptance to Hogwarts, Harry discovers he is one of the most famous people in the Wizarding world. He quickly becomes friends with Hermione and Ron and makes an enemy of Draco. At the end of the school year, Harry comes face to face with Lord Voldemort, what's left of him anyway. With the help of his friends, Harry managed to defeat Voldemort and the professor, who had been helping him for the moment. Harry is safe. The two characters which impressed me the most are Ron and Hermione. Ron is honestly the cutest. I don't understand how anyone could be mean to him. He may be weak, but he has his own strength. He's the one who always be there for Harry. Hermione is small and cute nerd as well. She had losing spoiled for her house because Ron, Harry and she were in the same house. They had to work together and find a way to become friends to find out other Jews and earn points for Gryffindor. She took everything very serious and so out of time because of her perfect grade test and assignments. But I was glad she was able to put up with Ron and Harry while they put up with her. The friendship between Harry, Ron, and Hermione was probably one of my favorites. I know it didn't work out at first, and they honestly hate her. But I was so happy. It literally had to work towards the middle. Thanks to the joy, she became friends and actually were able to cooperate with them. She didn't yell at them for fighting the troll, but instead told them to be careful and stand watch if anything goes wrong when
Harry went to the mirror again. As it was ending, she was saying goodbye to Harry and Ron, and even awkward because she could really figure out what to say. But also, my heart was very happy when she hugged Harry because it felt real and felt like something I had been waiting since the beginning. It was friendship grown as they were becoming friends, and just made me happy seeing them all together. Same house, same team, and same classes.
Harry Potter is a series of 7 novels written by British author J.K. Rowling. The novels chronicle the life of Harry Potter, an English boy who is an orphan and is sent to live with his aunt, uncle, and cousin. Though living in the ordinary world of non-magical people known as the Muggles, at the age of 11, Harry discovers that he is a wizard. He is accepted into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, a wizarding academy in Scotland. There he meets and gains his close friends Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Harry, along with his friends, experienced his school life as well as dangerous yet interesting events during his 7 years at school. The first novel of the series, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, is about Harry's first year at Hogwarts and his beginning to explore the magical world, which is unknown to him until his 11th birthday. When it comes to the first novel in particular, and the whole series in general, besides the triad, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, the character which impressed me the most is Professor Severus Snape. He is the school potions master, appearing to the reader as a cold and malicious teacher. When I first read the book, I could feel his strong dislike from the start toward Harry. He frequently makes snide and disparaging remarks at Harry's expense, as well as insult him by insulting his father, James Potter. There is one detail in the book that makes a strong impression on me. It is when Harry has his first Quidditch game, and the game goes well until his broomstick wobbles in midair and almost throws him off. Ron and Hermione suspect foul play from Snape, who they saw behaving oddly. However, in the end, it turns out to be that it was Professor Quirrell who has tried to kill Harry at his Quidditch match. Professor Snape has been trying to protect Harry all along rather than to kill him, and his suspicious behavior came from his own suspicion about Quirrell. When the truth is revealed, it is a shock to me because I myself at first didn't like Snape, even hate him because, like Harry, I thought he was trying to steal the Philosopher's Stone and attempting to kill him. Afterward, my views toward Snape has changed a lot. My view towards Severus Snape has changed a lot. Despite his action, Snape is trustworthy and his true loyalties can be relied upon. To me, in spite of some intense debate among fans about the question, is Snape good or evil? Professor Severus Snape is always a good man and one of the bravest people throughout the series.
Hello, today I will talk about the main idea of the first novel of Harry Potter series. The central character in the series is Harry Potter, an English boy who lives with his Muggle relatives. The first novel, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, tells about Harry's life at the age of 11. In his 11th birthday, Harry discovers that he is a wizard, and he is also knows that his parents were killed by Lord Voldemort, the most evil and powerful dark wizard. In Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, he makes friends with Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley. He also discovers an innate talent for flying on broomstick and is appointed as seeker on his house Quidditch team. The three friends become far more interested in extracurricular matters within and outside the school. In the last chapters, Harry, Hermione, and Ron start an adventure to protect the Philosopher's Stone. Encountering a series of obstacles, Harry fights with Voldemort's face and manages to protect the stone. Voldemort disappears again, and Harry ends his first years by returning to the Dursley's house. That's all about the main idea of the first novel. So now I will go into the detail and tell you my most favorite chapter in this novel. In my opinion, I am very impressed by chapter 12, The Mirror of Erased, as you can see here. Yeah, in this chapter there is a part that Harry found out the mirror of Erased. The mirror shows us the most desperate desire of our hearts. Yes, and the moment Harry whispered, "Mom, Dad," we know that Harry saw his parents because he has never known about his family. His desire is very simple, innocent, sincere, but pitiful. There is just something so emotional about the whole sequence that makes me almost cry. However, everything shown in the mirror is just the desire. Wasting time seeing it just makes us dry mad, not knowing if whether it is real or not. Yeah, and Professor Dumbledore advised Harry that it does not to dwell on dream and forget to live. Remember that. I absolutely agree with him. He gave us such a great message. Dreaming is good, but our present is the most important. I think this is a valuable reminder not only in this case, but also in our real life. Yeah, and that is another thing I like about J.K. Rowling. She usually teaches us some useful lessons through her books beside her wonderful wizarding world. Thank you.
The part 1 of Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling, The Philosopher's Stone, describes the world that has been haunted by most evil and powerful dark wizard in history, Lord Voldemort. He murders James and Lily Potter, but mysteriously disappeared after failing to kill their son, Harry. Harry is brought to the Dursley, who hate magic, so they always mistreat him. On Harry's 11th birthday, many strange things happened. Mysterious letters began arriving for Harry. Although these letters are tucked away by Mr. Dursley, Harry goes to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as that. At Hogwarts, he is assigned to the Gryffindor house with two good friends, Ron and Hermione. They begin an adventure to discover the secrets hidden in the world of Voldemort and the power to use magic. Finally, they smash Voldemort's plot of stealing the Philosopher's Stone to revive his power and win the House Cup for Gryffindor. At the end of the story, Harry returns to London to spend the summer with the Dursley. Throughout the part 1, the thing that impressed me most is the answer of Professor Dumbledore when Harry asked him what he sees in the mirror of Erased. Here is the quote from him. "I see myself holding a pair of thick, woolen socks. One can never enough sock," said Dumbledore. "Another Christmas has come and gone, and I didn't get a pair. People will insist on giving me books." This quote is a significant insight into Dumbledore's character, and in my opinion, he didn't actually see a pair of socks. Of course, that was just the light way of letting the things pass. He was still not ready to talk about the things haunting him. What Professor Dumbledore desires isn't really socks. I believe that what he wants is family, someone who will give him socks as a Christmas gift. Family will give someone clothes to keep warm, such as the Weasley sweater that Harry and the Weasley got for Christmas. On the other hand, peers and other people will treat Professor Dumbledore with respect, but not the same love for family would. The
the same love family would. So it's fitting that he saw his family happy and united in the mirror. Finally, our families is the major recurring theme, and is something Rowling wants to convey its importance and its power hidden behind the symbol of the socks.